Get this. None of us planned to wear white. Harper met up with us here at the studio and she walked in and I was all in white and I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I had a little thing before this, so I didn't get to plan it out with my girlianas.
So we're all wearing fucking white.
This is synergy, so y'all can look it up.
It is.
That's crazy.
But you did come into my room this morning. You were like, I love your outfit. And then you
That's
changed.
not true. I came in already dressed.
Okay, but
I came in already dressed.
Aired it out.
No,
She's a
wow,
nasty.
You guys not fighting again. Come on now. I don't know if y'all saw my Instagram story,
You're
but
nasty.
they got in a big fight last night.
You're so nasty for that.
No, because you wanted to like replicate my outfit, and I get it.
I walked in wearing this. I came from my boyfriend's house this morning.
You always have to start every sentence that you have a boyfriend. You always
I do have a boyfriend. I do have a boyfriend. I do have a boyfriend.
That you eat out.
Hey.
Yeah, and it tastes good. It's on clean pussy.
You are not eating.
Did you eat his ass last night?
No, I didn't eat his ass last night.
Not you coming alive. Not that being the great divide for this epic long.
She was like, okay, I got to hear about it.
Okay, I'm up.
Yeah.
Anyways,
dang, you guys.
Kate loves to eat ass.
No, I don't.
Oh.
So don't even.
Yeah, she does.
Don't even say that.
Yeah, she does.
Again.
Well, I'm gonna say something right now.
Talk.
Why does the energy feel crazy? I feel like it feels crazy because I didn't ride. Like we didn't all come here together.
It's the white. It's because we're all wearing white.
We're all wearing white, and we didn't ride here together. So it's like I don't even know you guys right now. It's like kind of strangers.
True.
It's getting weird.
Oh. Well, number one, I just want to say the boots that I'm wearing. You can
So
see them.
cute. Yeah,
I got
the
them
boots.
from a girl off Depop. Now get into this. She's a honk.
Is
She's
she
like,
really?
oh my god, I listened
They're
to the
so
podcast.
cute.
Yeah, this girl. These boots are so goddamn cute.
How much? What did you? Not how much. What did you look up to find these?
I just looked up boots.
Just
heeled,
boots.
Heeled boots.
How much we talking?
I want to say I paid $45 for these.
Wow.
A steal.
But there was a pair that I also paid.
They're so
it was either
cute.
70 or like 45. I'm pretty sure.
They're
But
so cute.
that girl-
and they're leather.
And I just walked like uphill here, and they were fine.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay, it's giving cardio, mama.
I know.
Yeah.
I was giving sleigh boots.
It's
For
giving sleigh
real.
boots, mama.
I gotta get into that cowboy era.
Loving
No,
your shoes
keep those,
today.
babe. Keep these.
Loving.
You
I
know
wore
I
them
love-
for you.
I know you did.
Harper-Rose hates when I wear these sandals, and they're comfortable in my shower shoes. So
Wait.
Wait, hold on.
Wait.
Hold on. So you take a shower in those?
yeah,
Wait, in our shower?
yeah.
You shower in sandals?
I don't like my bare feet on the shower.
What?
Why do you treat our apartment like prison?
Because the cat's in it like every other day.
What?
Yes.
No,
It's happened twice. So
You wear those in the shower.
is that wrong?
I feel like
why,
we're moving-
why are you making me feel weird?
I feel like we're moving past the shower.
Okay, I feel like attacked.
Well, you shouldn't feel attacked. I do just want to say this in the opening that we're literally doing a live show September 25th,
Yes,
Parallel
pull up.
Play,
Tickets are in the bio.
and
She'll be wearing her shower shoes.
she's gonna be wearing her shower shoes,
Only the shower shoes.
and we love to see
and they're going to
it.
be covered in cat shit.
yeah, exactly.
And stay vigilant because Tea Time has some special things coming in the fall, so y'all need to fucking stay vigilant.
Stay vigilant.
My voice got shaky because I was reaching for this water.
Oh, okay. So also, you guys, the last episode 133 with Kate was deleted, and we think off of YouTube, and we think because our intro song, "Cigarette" by my cousin, is getting us in trouble because it's
Yeah.
copyrighted.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so we can't use that song
We can't
anymore.
use
So
Cigarette
it's the end of
anymore.
an era. We're gonna have to find a new. I personally just want it to be all like fart noises.
Right.
You want it to be all honks. I think we can
No,
find a
I
way
want it to be fart noises.
Okay.
I want fart noises.
I'm sure there's so many musical
Then we
honks.
should do it.
Guys, there's definitely a musical honk that could like make a remix. It's like I'm trying to
Hey.
like have a business moment.
Yeah, and we are too.
Yeah,
I'm literally in the studio right now. Okay, come on. 1, 2. And then. Welcome to Tea Time.
Welcome to Tea Time.
Smell you later, honks.
Ooh, you know what the intro song could be?
Yeah.
When you're climbing up a ladder and you hear a little splatter, diarrhea.
So we're cooking still. We're cooking still. Kate girl, do you like it? No. Ho. Okay. So this is kind of a rock and rowdy morning.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait. Whoa.
I have huge news.
Talk.
I started ripping farts in front of my boyfriend.
You
Okay,
texted
and
that
that's
last night.
crazy.
He loves
You texted last night, and also I caught a stray in the text, which is crazy.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so I'm gonna read the text.
Yeah, like
I'm
I
gonna
was
read the text.
disrespected somehow
How?
about you farting
So-
with your boyfriend.
So just so y'all know, so Gab was out to a romantic dinner. Kate texted in the group chat, Griselda threw up twice on your floor, not cleaning it. So then Gabby
Thank
leaves
you,
her
yeah.
romantic dinner, comes home, cleans up. Kate was lying, by the way. Anyway,
Yeah.
so then we just wanted to see you because you were gone for too long.
Yeah,
Anyway, so then you come
honestly.
back, then you leave, and then I want to say 30 minutes after you left, you go, dude, it's that 10:44 p.m. You go, dude, I've been ripping ass in front of Hunter, like Kate style, like loud farts. And then I said, I know you just want us to screenshot this, and I'm getting pissed off.
And I didn't. I
can't.
didn't even text you that with the intention of screenshotting.
But the joke's on you because I actually did.
I
Yeah.
needed to let you guys know that I've been doing it unapologetically, and then
I
he
don't
starts.
do it loud.
he
though.
starts
Why do I
laughing.
have to
I don't feel like
stray?
you do.
I
yeah.
don't.
She doesn't do it loud, sweetie. Come on.
No, come on now.
You be tooting
That's
loud.
so untrue.
The grossest thing she did literally yesterday. She
What'd I
was
do?
in my room and she literally bends over, holds her PUSSY and starts squeezing so she doesn't pee while she's trying to fart. And she's squeezing and I go, get the out, you're so gross. And
Now I'm seeing why there's so much animosity because I can like this is for those of you thinking, oh, this is a bit. This is
it was
real.
the
They have
grossest
been
thing
fighting.
I've ever seen you trying not to pee while you're trying to push out a fart.
Not you
was
grabbing
so
it Trump style,
gross.
just like a handful of clam. Can't let my
what
juices.
was I supposed to pee while I farted?
Not do that.
I love that you do it in her room. Oh, well,
Was I gonna run out of the room? I had to fart.
yeah. Is this something we can cut it if not, but I think it's kind of interesting. So last night, y'all, we actually discovered that Kate and I are shy about the bathroom because
Right.
we weren't allowed to fart growing
Yeah.
up. We would get in trouble for farting.
Yeah.
This was the
And you were-
craziest revelation.
You were kind of rewarded for it.
Yeah.
So Harper
What a
and Kate
swoon.
weren't allowed to fart in their households growing up. It like wasn't a thing.
No.
I, on the other hand, grew up in a purely farting household.
Fart positive home.
Yeah.
My mom and my dad, they would fart on each other. They would do that thing where they would fart and then they'd waft it on each other.
I would die.
My brothers
I
would do
die.
the same thing. They would pin each other down and fart on each other. Then they would pin me down and fart on me.
No, there was
My
like fart
cousins would-
shame.
My cousins would pin me down and fart on. Everybody's farting. Everybody's farting all the time.
No, and see, in our homes,
Yeah.
that was not the
It's
case.
disrespectful.
And it's disrespectful, and you would get yelled at.
It's
And I
like-
legitimately feel
What do you
like
guys-
shame when I
it's like
have a
so
fart.
Christian. That's
Yeah.
so Christian.
I can't like I could.
Did you
I've
go-
never done it in front of like anyone I date. Like I just can't do it.
No. If I do,
No.
it's like a total accident and I want to kill myself.
Yeah, the one time I did.
Oh. Share it.
The one time I farted in front of my ex-boyfriend, who farted in front of me all the time.
Classic.
Double standard, double standard.
He threw up, but he did.
and that doesn't help.
No.
That doesn't help your not
No,
your
but
allegations
it's not like
of
it
not.
made him throw up. He went to the bathroom and I saw him sticking his fingers down his throat and trying to make himself throw up. And I was like, "You're such a pussy!" And he was like screaming. And I was
You
like,
should've-
"You do it all the time."
And then you should have sharded.
I know, right?
Like a revenge shard.
At that point. But anyways, did your man?
We already said his name.
Oh,
yeah.
But
So
that's
how
not
do you
his name.
react?
He laughs. He thinks it's so funny now. And I was like, "Have you ever had a girlfriend fart in front of you before?" And he was like, "Never." And I was like,
Really? Wow, you're
I don't
like
think
so
it's
quirky and unique.
Okay, not like other girls.
Yeah.
Not you being
Poop.
mad that I'm not afraid to rip ass in front of my boyfriend.
Not you trying to start a fight.
Like
Relax.
all I said was that you're quirky, and she like gets up. She's ready to fucking
No,
fight
she's
me.
like horny for
you-
it.
Now, this actually does tie into today's subject, which we have a lot of emails for, which is the ugliest person you've ever dated.
That's
Now,
crazy.
Honestly, ugly is subjective.
Who thought of that?
Me. Ugly is
Naturally.
not about like a physical attribute.
But
It's
it can
about-
be.
But it can be. It's however ugly is interpreted to you. Things are ugly all the time. People have ugly personalities. They do ugly things.
We're all ugly to someone.
That's
Not-
not
me.
me.
Oh,
You're ugly to the ex that you farted in front of, who threw up.
Who's someone that you've broken up with
Never
besides
dated
Mr.
anyone.
Poop?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did this old guy.
You know what? All we talk about is the old guy, so I'm gonna talk about someone different for once.
Okay,
Please.
please.
An ugly thing that my ex-boyfriend once did was He, for an entire summer, he like didn't have a job, which was literally fine.
That's
yeah, but it was fine. And
Okay.
like, this was a few years ago. And he'd always like talk about it and stress about it. And he'd like,
sounds like you're talking about my ex.
I know, he'd like send me his resume and he'd like,
Oh,
he'd like beg. It was like kind of icky. He'd just the way, not that he was like trying to get a job. That's not icky. Just like the way he went about it.
yeah.
He'd like look up like best finance jobs at NYC and just like
Oh.
apply. And then he like, I'm not doing it justice, but
I'm like, it sounds like he's just looking for
I
a
know,
job.
I know.
But I think I get what you're trying to say. Is it that he wasn't putting in the right amount of effort?
So, no.
Oh.
Okay. I can't. I don't like talking. So listen,
No, you're perfect.
what we need to know right now is that it is fine that he was unemployed and looking for a job, but something he did was an ick. So our mutual friend was working at a big finance firm. And he applied to the finance firm and used her as a reference without asking her.
Oh, that's really weird.
It was the weirdest thing. And then she found out.
Oh.
And then she messaged him on LinkedIn and was like, hey, I just want to let you know this is super inappropriate and like affects like my job too. And it was just
Yeah.
like, it was like the biggest ick. I was like, dude, you can't do that. And he was like, oh my God. I thought I knew her so I could do it. And I was like, you can't use someone as a reference without asking them.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
way it.
And then he gave me 8 UTIs in 6 months.
Wait, I'm jealous.
Now, I don't know which one of those is worse.
Oh,
I know. Like the looking for the job part, that is totally
no,
fine.
because
not
as a
having
man, you
job.
shouldn't be looking. You should
No.
just be having.
You should just be born
But
into
just
a
the
job.
using someone's name as a reference without asking them at a big finance firm.
That's rape culture.
But it's also crazy that like he would think that was okay. That also
Yeah.
kind of shows how like
That's so nuts.
he's like kind of delusional.
Yeah, it
That's
was
wild.
It was really crazy, and that was like my first relationship in sobriety, and like there was a lot of great
Oh.
things about him, but like when you start dating someone and then you're like, damn, do I just not like sex? Because you just do not want to have sex.
Absolutely.
with me.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
That was like big, and
That's such a crazy thing.
like it was like that, like early sobriety, I lost my sex drive. He was giving me all these UTIs. He was asking for references left and right he was using their names without asking. It was a mess.
what
That's
do
too
you think?
ugly.
Okay, so I know that like with BV, you get BV because it's like it's throwing off your pH.
Mhm.
With UTIs, is that also a pH thing, or like what is?
Isn't it also when
No.
your body starts rejecting the person as well?
Yeah.
I feel like that can like
I
is it
I went to 3 urologists and they all said that our skin just rejects each other.
Mhm.
And
No,
I
that's what
asked
it
the urologist,
is.
I was like, dude, why the fuck do people stay together then? He was like, they're in love and they just use condoms. And I'm like,
That's fucking crazy.
What?
Really?
It's
yeah.
like biologically your body is saying this ain't it,
Yeah.
sis.
My
Wow.
my vagine's never been the same. Ever since then I pee every 30 minutes and I've gone to
Yeah.
like so many urologists.
Yeah.
It's never been the same.
One of my
You should bill him.
you should.
Right?
One of my exes did the same thing to me. Well, he gave me BV all the time because he was
Yeah.
cheating on me all the time, and it has never. I've been like so prone to BV since.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, it like fucks you up.
Yeah.
No, it really
does.
and also I feel like
What
no
a
one talks
curse.
about that. It permanently will change your body.
Yes, I've like
Yeah.
literally I just peed. I could pee again right now.
Yeah.
It's like
Should we all go?
honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, right now.
Bring the mic.
All right, follow the camera. Okay.
so,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, he should be paying my medical bills.
That's a wild thing. I didn't know that about the UTI thing. I have a friend. Well, we all have a friend. It's the same friend. We're all friends with her, who's always getting UTIs from her boyfriend.
We
and
do?
it's like you just gotta break up at that point.
Oh. Always getting UTIs.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know, right?
it's just like
And that's on airing out the business.
I don't think that means cheating. I just think it
No, I
means
don't think it
their
means-
skin rejects each other.
yeah, just
Yeah.
maybe-
I don't. Yeah.
So that kind of poses an interesting question. It's like at that point, is that because you're right, you can still have love, you can still be in love with
Right.
someone, but like when your body is giving you telltale signs that it's not compatible,
right,
at what point do you listen to your body or do you listen to your heart?
right.
That's a really hard
honestly,
one.
It was so hard. But I was like, I got all this evidence that this is not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It do be
I got
showing
a
up like
dip.
that.
It be.
It be.
It be. So
Okay. That's some ugly shit.
yeah, that was like legit, really ugly.
Hmm.
Damn, I'm sorry, Kate.
It's okay, guys. You know.
Okay.
I wish more people would talk about the lasting effects of UTIs.
Also, let me just say this. I wish more people would talk about, in general, all the different types of things that can happen to your fucking pussy.
Yes.
Lots of things can happen to your fucking pussy.
It affects you forever.
It does really affect you.
Yeah, it totally sucks. And
I
it's
mean,
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
The BV has put me in my head forever.
yeah.
And also, yeah, it is. I mean, it's unfortunate, but it's completely normal. And oftentimes it's not our fault. And we get
Yeah.
blamed for it, and then we're
Right.
chastised for it. Or,
100%.
I don't know if chastised is the right word, but like, yeah, we get penalized for
I
it.
bet
Right.
even like HPV. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting cervical cancer?
Right.
Like, are you out of your fucking mind? For
Yeah.
the women, we are.
And it changed my relationship with sex forever. Like anytime I've had intercourse moving forward, I've always in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck, is this gonna give me UTI? And then
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's a
'cause they were
huge fear.
so painful. Like, oh my good
I
God.
don't think I've ever gotten one.
It's the
A
worst
UTI?
thing ever.
Yeah.
It's
I've
my
never-
God.
tear
Yeah.
inducing. It's
And
and
it
it
can't even move.
it really hurt. And
Was
it,
it
feels like
burns?
knives are coming
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, I don't
And
think I've
it's
ever.
just you're
had.
so uncomfortable all the time.
You carry a lot of shame, but it's not your fault.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was just showing
we
up in
have
this
to-
relationship.
Yeah.
yeah, and we have to carry like the brunt of it because
Yeah.
it makes us like smell, makes us hurt. The guy has
Yeah.
no like lasting effects at
No,
all.
of course not.
God, being a woman is a nightmare.
I mean,
It's kind of cool.
yeah. No,
Uh,
totally.
wow.
I am. I've talked about this on here. It's kind of in a similar. This is like more of like less about men, but more about like vaginas. But I don't know if you know this, Kate, but I was born with like a really tight hymen. It sounds like I'm making a joke, but I'm not.
No, you
But-
told me this.
Okay, yeah.
tight hymen.
And I was, I know, built like a Barbie bitch. Get into it. But I had so much shame. I felt like I was built like a freak. I was like, oh my God, I'm disfigured. I couldn't even
Really?
put a tampon in. I couldn't be fingered. And like, because I was in North Carolina, and like, this is like obviously years ago, the doctors were like, well, you know, try and pray. And then also here are these dilators.
Shut up.
But that's
I
true, you should
needed to,
pray.
and I did, and
It's
and
about
it made
praying.
me atheist. But
Yeah.
then I went to a gynecologist out here, and she was like, that doctor is literally abusive for doing that, and like you need surgery, and you're not a freak. And I remember just like crying in the
Oh my
room,
God.
but no one else had. I knew no one else who was like this, and like I
Yeah.
had so much shame for being a freak, and like it was never talked about.
and that's on
Right.
Christianity and the patriarchy.
Yeah, but then it
Oh
turns out that
my
like
God.
I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 in 10 women have that that thing. And
Wish
so
I wish I had that.
no, you don't. I like that also like changed me forever. And
Yeah.
like,
Does it hurt still or no?
No, it
That's
doesn't.
endometriosis, right? When it
No.
yeah,
hurts.
I think that's I think
No,
this is
Endometriosis is.
oh no, that's for sweating, right?
No,
No, that's hyperhidrosis.
Oh,
endometriosis is it's like cysts in your ovaries.
Oh, what's it when it really hurts? Like you can't have penetration. It starts with an E. Let us know.
I don't know.
Anyways.
the big E.
Yeah, the biggie.
It's called medically. It's called
Yeah,
the
the
big E.
big E.
Let me literally make sure endometriosis.
I'm so mad that he said pray to you. What?
It was a girl doctor, and my mom insisted on being in the room, and I was like, I remember it was for spring break, and I had been on and off with the same guy all throughout high school, and like I really wanted to lose my virginity. All my friends had lost their virginity, and then I was just like, come on, like I need to get this vagina fixed, and like my parents were like, you know, they were always roasting me growing up. So like, I didn't want to tell them. I was like lying to my mom being like, yeah, buy me some
Yeah.
tampons. Like, I need them. But like, I couldn't ever use
oh my
them.
God.
I know. And then finally I just couldn't take it anymore. And I was like, I need to go to a doctor. Like something's wrong.
Wow.
And then I finally told my mom. And then finally again, like in my 20s, like early 20s, I think I got it when I was like 21 or 22.
Mhm.
I finally just got the surgery. And then I had to like rest up for like a month.
A disorder in which tissue similar to the tissue that lines the uterus grows outside the uterus in places it doesn't belong. With
That's-
endometriosis, deposits of tissue that act just like the tissue lining the uterus develop outside the uterus. The tissue thickens, breaks down, and bleeds with each period. The blood has no way to leave the body and becomes trapped. Painful periods can happen with endometriosis. There may be heavy bleeding or pain during sex, when having a bowel movement, or urinating. Having trouble
Jesus.
getting pregnant is also common with endometriosis.
Shit.
The shit that
Tea.
women have to go through.
Ain't that
We've
right?
said it once, we've said it twice, we've said it 3
Tea.
times.
Yeah.
There's so much pain and trauma just built in.
Tea. There is. There really is. Do you think it's a curse? Do you think it's a witch's curse to be a woman?
I don't know. Because there's also a lot of power that comes with it.
I'm so happy that I am not a man. But
God damn me
yeah.
too. I would.
I know.
Oof,
Okay.
No thanks.
I wonder what kind of like
Okay.
men we would be.
fucking
Dude,
sick ones.
wait, let's see
Dude,
what
if I
type
was
of
a
man
man,
we should go. Okay, that's good. That's good.
No, if I was a man, I'd have a fat schlong, dude. I would be.
No, you're
And
gonna have a
yeah.
shrimp.
No, I
You're gonna have a shrimp and like really long droopy nipples. You would.
Dude, I
No,
would be
it would be
a playboy.
medium big balls, but you would like act like it's really big, and then you'd like pull it out, and you'd be like, "Can you handle this girth?" And the girl would be
You're
like,
projecting.
No, she ain't.
Why? You're
She
projecting
ain't.
because I literally would have a fat schlong. I'd be such a playboy. I'd
"No,
be,
you wouldn't.
No,
'cause
you
you're a
wouldn't.
lover
You would
girl.
be crying
I
all
would
the
be
time.
sick as hell, bitch. No, because I know.
As hell.
I know. Did you hear? I'll be sick as hell. Okay. No, that's little dick energy.
Like,
right
that
there.
is not. Because
Yeah.
I have fat fucking labias, dude. So I know that those labias, big dick.
You would have like a delicate
I
dong.
would get the girlies
Yeah.
choking on my fat fucking dick, dude. Choking.
with like vomit.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because it literally smells so bad.
Yeah, because then you're farting.
Wrong. If you had sons,
Small.
Here's the thing: if we had sons, circumcising or no?
Ooh, I've thought about this. I don't think I would.
I've never thought about that. I don't know. Isn't it up to the son?
No.
No, girl, it's up to you.
It's up to you. You do it when they're born.
Nah.
'Cause-
I'll give them the choice when they're 18.
Oh, you'll give them the choice in there. You say, you know what?
And,
son?
and you're saying,
It's
and
time.
mom's doing it.
Yeah.
So
She comes out with scissors.
yeah, she's like,
Do it. The
we
scissors.
doing it or not, bitch?
Wait. But the scissors that have like
The little designs.
yes,
yeah.
like construction paper.
Yeah.
All right, you 18 today. You want it or not?
Because mommy's been practicing. You should see your dad. It's in tatters, but it's there, sonny.
Go take a look at his schlong, son. Tell me what you think.
Okay, so you'd be an incel with a small schlong.
Yeah.
What would you be?
Wrong.
I'm gonna be a gay man, and I'm gonna be like packing, dingling a dude.
You guys
Yeah.
think that you're gonna be packing, but you're not. I will.
No,
I never said I was.
no, Kate, I feel like is gonna
It would
have
be
like a delicate one,
but I'd be like so much foreplay for the girl that she wouldn't even care.
and I'm gonna be like a West Hollywood gay man,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna be like a top, and I'm just gonna be fucking just pouring my
Wow,
load
we're all
into
such different
ass.
men. Okay,
Oh my
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Like, you can never call me Boston Kate
You're
again
giving-
after that.
She's giving bug chaser. You would be a bug chaser. You would be a bug chaser. Bug chaser.
Okay,
Bug
so for those of
chaser.
you who don't know what that is, Matt LeGrand taught us what that is on a past episode, and that's when someone purposely, it's like tries to get AIDS.
No, it's when people. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
When they
so-
try to get HIV.
So Kate's jealous.
Yeah. So you're giving bug chaser.
Okay, you literally are on a bug farm.
You're like kind of giving like pussy guy.
Whoa.
Wait, like she
in
eats it-
what world?
She would eat so much pussy as a
I
man.
know. They would literally, the ladies would love me.
You would be a guy who wouldn't want to go down on women. You'd
That's
be a
not
chick-
true.
Yeah, that is
Yes.
true. Look at
so true. She'd do it for like 2 seconds.
No, that's not true.
Yeah.
No, she would
Yeah.
literally would. It's just like you're the guy from your joke. You'd be like,
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then I
yeah.
go, you want to get it? I go, you want to get a mouthful of daddy's
Daddy's
dong?
little ice cream, and then you would like
No.
jerk it off, and then the way that you would
No,
cut.
dude,
By the way,
I'm packing, bitch.
No, like a packing peanut. But
Yeah.
also, when we're
Yeah.
jerking off, I just want to let you know, my load would be like Spider-Man.
Oh my God.
Gross.
What do you mean we're jerking off? Like when we all do it together?
Yeah.
because we're
Okay.
men.
Yeah,
It's
true,
just
'cause
like how
that's
we
what
do
you
it
do
now that
that.
we're men.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so like my load is gonna be like really like thick and strong and powerful, like a net.
Yeah.
And then
Kate's dribbles out.
no, yours
Whoa.
yours like kind of comes out like meep, meep, meep.
That's not true.
Yeah.
That's
Like a
not
little,
true.
and it's gonna be kind of like
I have
milky.
the strong load.
I just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
If you were a man, you want
Yeah.
to know what kind of guy you would be? You would be Lee Nason.
Oh, that ain't me,
You're
sis.
so Lee Nason.
that you.
Okay, I'll be your Brian. Can I say that?
That's crazy. You just said that for sure. I'm not cutting it out.
Sure.
Aren't they friends?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So
I just made it weird.
So Kate just took tea time to a whole new level, and if you know, you know.
And by if you know, it means just us three in this room.
Yeah, right?
And Lee.
Yeah.
Wait, okay.
The
So
only people that
ugliest,
listen to this is us three and Lee.
Yeah.
ugliest people you've ever dated. Or like, what's like the ugly? Yeah, you get it.
Okay, so my first girlfriend that I ever dated, she
Ooh.
was 13 years older than me, and she was very unhealthy, like drank a lot, did a lot of coke. She also ate a lot of fast food. And one time when I was proceeding to go down on her, I started kissing her, and then I was making my way down her body.
Oh my God.
I'm so sorry to say this, but there was like
What?
leftover
Yeah, it's
crumbs in her belly button.
No, there wasn't. That's so ugly. That is
Alex just
legitimately
threw up.
so ugly.
And I'm not trying, like, it was just very, and then like when I took down her underwear, there was like some like little crumbs. And I was like,
no. What was she eating?
like, it was like McDonald's shit.
That is so ugly.
It was, and I was like, and this is the ex that would like she pushed me down the stairs one time and I got permanent nerve damage from that. And she like slapped me in the face. But then like, you know, we'd always be riding around her porch. So then she would buy me like front seat tickets to concerts. So I was like, well, it's like, you know, the good with the bad.
You said, and you know what? For that, I'll eat the crumbs out of your belly button.
Yo.
I like literally.
Did you just whisk them away?
I ignored the belly. I didn't even touch the belly button. I just saw that and I was like really aghast. It was like one of the last times I ever went down on her and I was just like,
oh my God.
Did she have a stinky PC?
no, she actually didn't have a stinky puss, but she was just very unkempt in a lot of ways. And I was like,
Okay.
like you can't be abusive and sloppy. Like you got to pick one.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was really ugly.
that is ugly.
And like she like wouldn't take care of herself like in a lot of ways. And that
Right.
to me was just very ugly.
That's pretty ugly.
Like mentally she wouldn't take like just overarching, not just like physically. And
Well,
Yeah.
and those anger issues were probably the ugliest I've ever
yeah,
seen.
that's very ugly.
But also when you're ripping through that much blow, it's kind of hard to be balanced.
I'll say
Yeah.
it's pretty ugly when people like don't. The first person that comes to mind when I think of like some of the ugliest like behavioral traits of people that I've dated, the first person that comes to mind is somebody. We'll say that he has 2 letters for his name.
You didn't date him though. You only hooked up.
We only hooked up, but like
Okay,
that's he had some of the ugliest personality traits of somebody I've
Oh
ever.
yeah.
Yeah, like anyone who's a fame whore or
Yeah.
He's like
a name dropper.
He's a name dropper.
The name dropping was like actually I thought I was being punked at one point. It was so ridiculous.
He was like a name dropper. He also, what did he do? He like did other like ugly things when we hooked up. Like
Not very generous.
not generous, not like
Not being generous in the bedroom is
so ugly.
doesn't
It's
act
so ugly.
interested in you. Like doesn't ask you about yourself.
right.
Ugly. Only talks about like his accolades, which none. What else?
Didn't walk you to your car.
Didn't walk me to my car
After
after
you
we
hooked
hooked
up.
up at midnight
in Hollywood.
in Hollywood. That was so ugly of him. After we hooked up, took 2 days
to respond to you.
to respond to me.
and then they
Ugly.
had the audacity to get mad at you for when you started dating someone else.
And then I started dating somebody else who was also ugly in so many ways. Ended up being so ugly in so many ways.
Right.
There's many shades of ugly, which is
There are many shades of ugly. So yeah, there's some ugly behaviors there.
Guys, honestly, real quick, I don't even know if this is considered ugly, but you were talking about jacking off, and it just reminded me that one of my first ex-boyfriends told me that years ago he took Viagra with his friends and they put on gay porn, and whoever got a boner first lost.
That is so crazy.
That same boyfriend told me that him and his friends went into his mother's room, found a dildo, and one of the guys got on all fours and they put the dildo in his ass.
so
What?
that's not
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The mother's dildo in a random guy's ass. And he told me that, and I go, that is so fucked up. And he was like, why? We're just experimenting. And I was like,
I mean,
Because also here's the thing.
but like, okay, fine, but why use your mother's dildo?
Why use your mother?
that
Weird.
seems like assault in a weird
Right.
way.
You know they
Yeah.
also didn't wash it off afterwards.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, you didn't
It
get
pissed me. It grossed me. It like pissed me off.
you
I
didn't
didn't think
get
it was funny at
consent,
all.
and like I'm all for a bi king, but that's really
but like,
It's so
what?
harrowing on so many levels. First of all, it's that weird like mother complex. Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
First of all, why would you do that with your mother's shit?
Yeah.
Secondly, it's so weirdly gay, and I don't even mean that in like a like not. It's like in that straight guy thing where they're like
Yeah.
in denial, where they're like, I would never do anything gay. Like I'm not like that, and
Yeah.
then they like get.
but like
Angry
that is
women.
that's inherently gay.
Right.
It's
That
inherently
is-
gay, but they're in denial then about it, and they're like, "That's not weird. That's not weird." And it's like that is fucking weird.
Yeah.
That is so fucking weird. Imagine
No,
as a
but Karma
woman.
got their asses. Don't you worry.
Why? Because they all got HIV.
They were no.
Jesus Christ,
Christ. No, they were
Not that
just
there's anything
like,
wrong with HIV, but there is when it's straight guys who are denying that
they're just
their
not
true selves.
Not good people.
Okay.
So,
I hope
Well,
they're
clearly
all-
not, because like I feel bad for the mom.
Me too.
That's really, and also
Yeah.
here, this also circles back to kind of what we were talking about.
I don't
on
ever
the
want to have a
episode-
son because of this.
No, because
Right?
literally, but this circles back to kind of like what we were talking about on the big deals on first dates thing, whatever, is that that's like an overshare. Why would you ever need to hear that?
I did not. It was so weird. This was the first boyfriend I've ever had.
That is a crazy
And when he
story.
told me, I was like,
That's a crazy story.
yeah.
No, that's hideous.
I think I blocked it out because it was so disturbing. But I thought I'd bring it up again.
No, honestly, I'm really
What is
happy that you
wrong
did.
with men?
I don't know.
That's
Jesus Christ.
wild.
No, I'm
Mental
happy you-
gymnastics
you know,
to
there's-
justify that.
There's so many stories that men have shared with me that are in that same vein.
And you go,
Right.
this is technically assault and the worst thing I've ever heard.
We'll,
Right.
we'll say this, that kind of not to be redundant, but yeah, there's so many stories that men have shared with me that are like that. And also there's a lot of stories where they're like, oh, well, you know, my buddies, we all got into a room and blank happened. And I'm like, oh, you were assaulted, baby. You were
Yo.
assaulted by your best friend's older brother
Yeah.
or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
When they're like, oh, I lost my virginity at 14 to a 20-year-old. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, and they're like,
I've
no,
heard
that's cool.
Yeah, I've heard that so. I'm like, dude, you're a victim.
Yeah.
It's also crazy how many stories you hear from men where they talk about, I've heard so many stories that are like, oh yeah, me and my buddies, we all ran a train on this girl, da 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 da.
I'm like,
And I'm like, oh,
but she was asleep, and you go, okay, that's
Yeah,
probably some
okay,
young woman.
Jesus. No,
Yeah.
and that happened to one of my really good
God.
friends. She
Oh my
was
God.
she was drunk, passed out drunk. She wakes up to her boyfriend's cousin having sex with her. The boyfriend consented to it, and the guy, the cousin, was a successful football or basketball. He was an athlete, one of those. And when she recently contacted him and was like, I'll tell people about this. And he was like, you will ruin his career. You will ruin his family. Da 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 da.
Okay.
Don't you ever tell anybody about
You
this.
ruined my life.
You literally had
You
sex
gave
with
me, it was irreparable damage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
remember the Brock Turner case when that swimmer, the girl in broad daylight, and he was caught?
That was crazy. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Crazy.
And the judge said, but he has such a great life ahead of him.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And the
Yeah.
family was like, no, you can't do this to him.
I mean, the detective on my case he wasn't an athlete at this point, but he was a realtor or some shit. And then she was just like, he comes from such an amazing family. I'm like, yeah, I know that he's my childhood best friend, older brother. I think I know. And she's like, and he has such a good job. Like, I mean, are you really trying to do this just because you came out for some fun and now you regret it because you cheated? And I'm like,
I love
that's
that.
not what happened, you bitch. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
I love that.
No, I kind of love the justice system.
Well, that being said, let's get into some stories.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that we're horny.
I know, right?
Yeah, now that we're
Damn,
all
this kind of took a
revved
dark
up.
turn.
Okay, not us talking about fart and RAP.
I know.
Hmm.
surreal.
What can I give you guys? Here you go. Who wants to start?
Let's have Kate start.
Okay, perfect.
So down.
Now read the title.
Okay.
And don't read the name.
Yeah, right. More skid marks than a NASCAR track.
Yes.
Guys, that's so us.
yeah.
Hi, my
Mhm,
lovely
not
little
me.
honks. This is my first story and a longtime fan. I'll do my best to keep it short and sweet. Anyway, the ugliest person I've ever had a relationship with was my ex-husband. Jake. This is my permission to say his filthy, fugly name. Hee hee. When I say ugly, I mean he was a narcissistic asshole with bad hygiene. I thought he was
Tea.
my soulmate because our chemistry was so amazing at first, but it was all a ploy.
He's
We
a
got
narcissist.
serious quite
Mhm.
quickly, and throughout the relationship, I felt like he left out some pretty important information. Firstly, he never told me he was waiting for a call to be shipped out onto the next bus to the Air Force for boot camp. 3 months later, once he graduated from boot camp and got orders to Little Rock Air Force Base, he lied to me and said that in order for me to move with him, we needed to get married, which isn't true. There's other ways for people to move on to military bases. Being the naive 18-year-old I was, I said yes, packed my things, and we moved 12 hours south to bumfuck nowhere, Arkansas. To make a long fucking story short, I pretty much was a stay-at-home wife, and unfortunately, my duties included laundry. Jake had the nastiest skin marks. I swear, it's like he
Honk.
never wiped, Gabby. There were Hershey kisses in every pair I washed.
No.
I
That's
never rinsed
That's
it
literally
off.
me.
Just threw his
Ugh.
clothes in the wash with the shitty undies. I ended telling his whole family he had skid marks over FaceTime. They were pretty grossed out by it. I thought it was amusing sharing such information, and well-deserved. Anyways, there's more to this ugly little relationship we had together, but I'll keep it at that.
Wow.
Not, okay, but like not this guy sucking and then also having the shittiest underwear in the world.
know.
And the
Wow.
problem
Pick
with
one.
me is that I
Literally.
literally do so much wiping of my asshole and there's still always poop left over.
You
I don't know what
literally
it
give
is.
us that update once a month.
And also, I just want to say I'm really happy that you
Okay.
do that.
And literally, we were once hanging out with a guy, and Gabby goes, "There's always shit in my ass." And I said, "Okay."
There's always shit in my ass. I don't know.
That's why you gotta do an enema just once.
Do you guys have you ever used a water pick as like a flosser?
Yeah, I have one.
Does it work?
But I double floss. I do that, and then I also
Wait,
use
what does that have to do with your skid marks?
because you want to use a
It
bidet.
made me think about an enema, and then I
Oh.
thought maybe
I
it
thought
kind
you
of
were
has the
gonna say
same.
you like want to stick one up your.
Okay.
Let's just hope it's a good story because it's 1,000 paragraphs.
Oh. So
So don't waste our fucking time.
okay, we'll try it, and then if you're not into it,
Yeah. If we general consensus, if this sucks, we
Jesus.
abandon ship.
Okay.
So if you're gonna write us a story that's as long as the fucking Odyssey, make sure it's a good one. Now let's go.
Period.
So it's ugly on the inside, hot on the outside.
Oh,
Take it away, honk.
Hello, sexy honks. I love you so much. I'm binging the pod right now after hearing an episode a couple months back. Okay. I sent a completely irrelevant story about my abortion experience. Oh well, hope it made you laugh. Wow. Abortions do make me laugh, considering I just had one.
So
So-
true.
I am working on a bit about it. That is okay. Okay, so when I was 19, I met a guy at work. I worked at Walmart, and it was such a horrendous experience in and of itself. And the relationship that came out of it made the trauma that much deeper. Okay, so she meets a guy at Walmart.
Mhm.
His name was Alex Cintron, and I degaff if you say his name because he's a literal demon. He was 10 years older than me. Okay, yeah, you were 19. Okay, so at least you were legal. Hmm. Guys
So
usually
you're
don't
19,
wait.
he's 29.
Yeah.
Okay.
T. Wow, T. Can you imagine what a 29-year-old has in common with a 19-year-old?
so much.
So much. So much.
That's
okay.
cool.
Yeah. So he was 10 years older than me at the time. And in retrospect, that's pretty disgusting. I had just gotten out of an abusive relationship, so I guess I was looking for some sort of validation. But boy, was I fucking in for it. He was tall and had a pretty dope mohawk. Well, that's actually your first red flag.
So there it is.
There it is. So it's pretty.
Okay, so they have fashion in common.
I had an edgy undercut, and that was the thing at the time. So don't come for me. Okay, sweetie.
Okay, honey.
I'm not going to come for you, but I am going to come for him and his mohawk.
Yeah.
He was super tatted and had a smile from the gods. He caught my eye immediately. I bet he had ugly tattoos. He caught my eye immediately, and it was pretty obvious that I caught his. That's because you look like a child,
Yeah.
and we figured out that he's a predator.
Yeah.
I played it cool, but eventually we started talking, hooking up. I was still living at home with my parents at the
'Cause you're a
time
kid.
because you're a child.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And honestly, he's probably living at home with his.
Yeah. On a futon.
That's so true. At the time. So whenever we would hook up, it would be in his car or at his place. But he also lived at home with his parents.
Yeah.
So
Got
it was a
it.
little awkward.
Yeah. Yeah, of
Bitch,
course.
I caught. Ooh.
Yeah. Hey, my mom just bought some chocolate milk.
Yeah. Hey, my parents aren't home for the night. They're actually out with their dealer. So you want to come over and hook up?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Anyway,
This is like fucking Cheeto energy. I'm pissed off.
It's so Cheeto energy. Anyway, some time passes, and one morning I text him when I'm on the way to work, and I get a call from him right away. It was not him on the end of the other line. It was some girl asking me who the fuck I am. I just want to interrupt this really quickly.
Mhm.
The audacity that a 29-year-old man has who's dating a 19-year-old girl that's living at home with his parents
Mhm.
to cheat on this little baby girl. The audacity that men have.
But I mean, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Because he's 29.
Right.
He's having a comf life.
That's literally so true. You're right. I actually wouldn't expect a guy that lives like this to act any other way.
right.
Yeah, of course.
It's like, I can't, yeah. Anyway, okay. So it was some other girl asking me who the fuck I am. I guess the scumbag left his phone at home that day. Hello? I'm Alex's girlfriend. Who is this? I was not fucking prepared for what was about to come out of this girl's mouth. She tells me she is his girlfriend and they have a baby together. And she stays at his place from
Oh,
time to time.
Okay.
Damn.
Literally fucking mind blown. I had been to his house multiple times, and the only kid I knew he had was a 3-year-old from a different girl.
Wait, no, because now he's hot.
Oh,
Hey,
this story
okay.
is getting better
Oh my
and
God.
better.
Wait. No, because I like him now.
So who is this? Did she just move in last weekend? What the fuck was going on? I raised literal hell. The details on what happened next are a little fuzzy because suppressed memories, but I remember contacting the baby mama who I knew about
Okay.
to go down to his place to get all my belongings. The other supposed baby mama wasn't there when we got there, so it wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. But his mom was there, right, because she lives there, because she owns a home. She was pretty upset that we were digging through his room looking for the watch I bought him. Okay, so this bitch... Okay, so don't get me started now on the mother. And she was yelling at the Ashley baby mama number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming there was a lot of turmoil there, but I didn't care. The watch was expensive and his disgusting rodent ass wasn't going to have it. I found it. We left. Ashley and I had a long convo in the car and she asked me about my age. She says, wow, he really likes him young, huh?
Nope.
Oh my God.
So gross.
Ew.
Fast forward a couple of days. Baby mama number 2 calls me and says she really wants to meet because Alex wasn't telling her anything about me. And surprise, surprise, he was MIA ever since that whole ordeal. I agreed and drove to his house because, like she said, she stays there from time to time with her kids. I guess he was at work when all of this was happening. I'm not sure. Wait, didn't you guys work at Walmart together? I get to his place and she literally brings out the baby
Oh my God.
they shared
Hey.
and he looks just like Alex.
Oh.
I was numb at this. I was numb to it at this point and told her he was beautiful.
Oh.
I told her everything and even said the bed that her and all her kids are sleeping on is where we have sex regularly. Okay, well,
that's
you didn't need
19.
to say that.
Yeah,
but-
that was kind of nasty, but that's also so
But that is
19.
19.
Like,
yeah.
like, nice to meet you, and I respect you. And
But
guess
we've
what?
been
He's
having
busting
anal.
me open. It's like, oh, so we were almost,
Yeah.
It was almost tender, and then you just.
My pussy juice is all over this bed, sweetie.
He says he wants to drink it like Capri Sun. It's like, oh, so
Meanwhile, the baby is like crying and
I know.
shitting. Yeah.
like
Good
dad,
God.
dad. You're like, oh,
Yeah. She seemed pretty heartbroken after that. Yeah, I could imagine.
Well, do the math, sweetie.
But I honestly didn't care.
Oh,
No,
so-
that's so 19. My boyfriend of the last 4 months was ruining my life unknowingly, so I was about to leave a fucking tornado in his. But wait, there's more.
Mm.
The web of horseshit that men like this create
Dude.
for women in their lives. And now, not only that, we've got kids involved, right?
Right. So he
So
bred.
you're fucking people's lives up on a
Yeah.
colossal level.
And it's going to traumatize her for so long.
Yes, it'll traumatize her. It'll traumatize the 2 women that are involved that also have kids
Right.
with him.
and
then
the
their
babies.
kids.
Yeah.
This is so fucked up.
There's like a tarnished bloodline now that we're
Yeah.
dealing with.
Yes. Yes. The amount of work that everybody's going to have to do to undo this
Right.
man's bullshit.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man. So, okay.
Do you think you would be friends with him if you were a man?
No, but I think you would.
I think you would dap him up if you were a man. Can't you
Yeah.
see it?
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
yeah.
Be like,
No,
no.
that-
Wait, there's more. So about 6 months later, we reconnected. I don't know
Oh.
how. Like I said, I thought you guys were working together. Anyway, suppressed memories. But I was 20 years old and dumb as fuck. I guess I just wanted to hear what he had to say. Apparently, baby mama number 2 lied about the kid being his. At this point, though, I don't believe anything from him. She said it looked like him. Okay, yeah, the kid being his. They did a paternity test, and he was not the father. Mari voice. He still. It still doesn't negate the fact that he was with me and her at the same time. But I was literally brain damaged and decided to get back with him. That's so real, sis. We started dating again, and he was pretty honest about hooking up with someone since we had been apart. But the motherfucker wasn't honest about wearing protection. T. And low key, and fucking behold, something wasn't quite right down there. A little while after.
Stop.
Fuck.
I go to the women's clinic and test positive for dun-dun-dun chlamydia.
Oh, honey.
At least it's chlamydia.
Yeah. Oh,
It's the best one.
It is?
Isn't that like the easiest to get rid of?
Probably.
you just like take a pill.
Yeah.
I
But
can,
it's still like traumatizing
Oh,
and
yeah,
awful.
of
Like I don't want to like
course, yeah.
downplay, like,
Oh my
it's just
God.
a big C. Fuck
No,
you.
no,
Like,
but I was
yeah, but
like, okay, at
Because
least you can get rid
there's
of it.
certain
Yeah.
ones that like
Yeah.
once you have it, it lasts with you
Yeah.
forever. And
imagine, like, Oh my God.
But it's such like a betray of like your
Oh,
physical
yeah.
and emotional
Everything.
safety.
I'd lose my fucking mind.
No matter what it is, yeah.
I confront this fucking asshole and he apologized, blah, blah, blah. Of course he did. I'm so sorry.
What a king.
I don't know. We take the meds and continue fucking dating. I
It'd be like
was
that.
so stupid. We went as far as moving in together. Oh, sis, this
Damn.
Okay.
story. Damn, I am not ready for anything that's coming next. It was the very first time I had moved out of my parents' house. So it was a pretty big fucking deal in my eyes. And it's probably the first time he moved out of his parents' house. So look at you. We got this cute little 1-bedroom apartment, all on my credit because his was terrible.
Okay, so that's good that he's leaning on the child.
Yeah. Mistake number 56 at this point. We were there for 3 months and got into the most petty fight because I had just started working a new job and my coworkers were all talking about getting together to hang out and he flipped. Oh, okay. So he's
Okay, good. Because
so he's a narcissist.
Oh,
yeah, at
good.
least he's controlling too. On top of
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, he is. Of course he is. He read the text and accused me of trying to hang out with this guy alone. Oh, but didn't he just give you chlamydia? Oh, and didn't he also
can't.
have a family that slept in the bed that he was fucking you on?
But this
Yeah.
is what they do. Like when someone keeps
Right.
like when someone
Yeah.
is accusing you hardcore of cheating, it's because they are.
Right. This guy is a king, dude. He said he couldn't trust me anymore. Oh. The whole fucking 9. We didn't talk for a couple of days and I thought it was just going to blow over. But nope. I go to work and think I'm about to have a normal ass day until that night when I get home. All of his stuff was gone.
Oh.
And he just vanished.
Oh.
Honestly, good. Took all of his personal belongings and dipped. But he was so nice to leave all the furniture that we bought my credit. Okay. My heart was literally on the fucking floor at this point. I called and called and called. No answer. I was so shit out of luck. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Damn.
This was back when 1-bedroom apartments were $1,200 in LA County. That's insane. This was LA. But I didn't even make enough to cover that. Not including all the furniture we bought on credit. I tried to stay in the apartment as long as I could, but I was literally scraping by. I just had to take the L and break my lease, which put a huge ding on my credit. And I couldn't really pay for the furniture either. So that fucked up my credit even more. I had to go back to my parents' house and surprisingly didn't get the whole "I told you so" talk from them. They didn't want me moving out in the first place, so I'm sure they were happy on the inside when I came back. So besides the horrific shit he did to me during that 1.5 year span of my young ass life, let's get into more superficial details because I just want to drag him for a bit, as you should. These men all need to be publicly dragged for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
They all fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, he was really skinny.
LOL.
Okay, drag him, sis.
Okay.
Like tweaker crackhead skinny, probably because he was fucking on drugs. He had to sew all of his t-shirts at the arms because he had a freakishly long torso, but his skinny ass, no muscle having ass arms were drowning in all his shirts.
Okay.
How are guys like this playboys? It's because they're so manipulative.
Yeah.
Every now and then, he'd have little holes in the seams where the threads would pop. Next, his dick pointed down when it was hard.
Huh.
Interesting. Like a Squidward nose.
Right.
It literally curved down, which at first hurt my pussy so much
Ooh.
because it was rubbing up against the top part of the opening of it. Ow. It was also pretty thin and short.
Oh.
This
Okay. That's kind of like what would happen if you were a man.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
no,
have a
because
now-
Kate-
you as
Kate's
I
a
have
man.
a fat
Clocker.
girthy cock.
No, you
fat
don't.
girthy cock.
No,
fat
no,
girth.
no,
fat girth.
no, no,
girth,
and empty
girth,
balls, empty balls.
Not true.
Yeah.
Empty balls.
Fat, huge
I
balls.
told
Skinny,
you big
fat.
balls, small dick.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
No, right.
Fat cock.
No,
I have a
You
fat
wish.
no,
cock.
you don't actually have
You
one.
guys are so literally
It's like
so
a
fucking
button.
jealous. You're so
and it
jealous.
actually goes
Because you know I would have fucking swag, dude.
swag.
Yeah, you wouldn't know how
Yeah.
to use it though.
Oh,
I'm done with you and your fucking shower sandals.
that pisses me off that you wear them in the
Yeah,
shower.
it pisses me off too.
I thought you meant you wear them at like Equinox, but you actually wear them in our fucking shower.
Yeah.
You're
And what do you mean your
nasty.
cats are shitting in our shower?
I don't know. I don't ever see them shitting in the shower. And I
Well,
think you're lying
I saw
about
it
it.
twice.
You're lying
I saw
about
it
it.
twice.
You want to make my cats look bad so bad.
well,
No,
they
I
are
don't.
kind of bad because
Yeah,
you need to
they
fucking
are.
mother them more. How about that?
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Kind of got real.
I
my
can,
bad,
I
my
can
bad.
take a lot of hits,
No,
But
that was
that
kind of
one-
crazy.
but that one,
No, that was kind of crazy.
wow. And now I know what people feel like when they're like, don't tell me how to be a mother.
Mm,
Mm. They just would like to see their mother.
yeah. You do be gone a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to suck my man off.
Yeah. Well, how about you clean up your cat's fucking shit in the shower?
I didn't know they were shitting in the shower.
And you would if you just looked them in the eyes once in a while. Kiss them goodnight.
Let me finish this fucking story
I wish you would.
with my fat throbbing cock.
Yeah. Bitch, it's throbbing,
It
but
is.
it ain't fat. Hey, you thought Ozempic dick.
So yeah, that's so funny. Okay, it was pretty thin and short. Man,
Oh.
his head game was strong though.
Oh.
So Kate would
Period.
date him.
Okay.
Oh!
So that made up
Not us
for
taking
it.
shots.
So that made up for it, kind of. Well, it doesn't, but whatever. We're women, and this is what we do. Whatever. I'm sure Karma is raping him every day. I hope it is. And she
Damn.
texted us pictures of him.
Can I see?
Okay, we have to see.
That was over 10 years ago, and I've learned so much about love since then. I'll attach a photo of me and my cute little fam. Oh, okay, it's your fam, not him. I've been with my son's dad for almost 5 years, and they are both my whole world. Yeah, because girl, I was looking at these pictures. I was like, this guy's kind of hot. I was like, this guy's hot. I can see why you fucking stayed with him. I love you, girlie, so much. And don't take any shit from the dusty haters. Oh my God. You're hot.
Wait, their
And your man
families.
is hot.
Okay, they're so fucking hot.
They're so hot, and their baby is so cute. That your man is honestly my man.
Yeah, I know, right?
That guy's
Wait,
hot.
they're so fucking hot.
Oh my God, you're so
She's
hot. Your
so
baby's
fu-
so cute.
Look at that is such
You're
a,
what I want to look
that's
like.
a perfect
Latina.
family. That's
It is.
legitimately a perfect fucking
I'm so
family.
happy for her.
Me too. I hope this man treats you fucking right though. You're so
He
pretty.
seems like he has kind eyes.
Look at this
She's
baby.
this family is picturesque.
Your son is what
And
my
his
son
tattoos
would
are
look
so
like. Because
Well,
because you look
What?
Latina, so my son would be brown.
so
What?
that was kind of an interesting digital footprint, but
Okay.
Why?
your son looks like what my son would look like because you look like Latina.
Well, she's Latina. She's clearly Latina.
Yeah.
And my man is a Latina. So
He is a Latina.
He is a Latina. So my
Yeah.
son, your man looks white. I'm the white. My man is a brown. So our son would be a brown.
I don't know why I hate this.
We're going to read more stories on Patreon and
We also have so many stories left over. We can do part 2 of this. If you guys like this episode, let us know. We'll do a part 2.
I mean, we'll just do a part 2.
Okay, so we're going to do a part 2.
All right,
Love
bye,
y'all.
you guys.
Bye.